Chapter number 3. Why do climates vary? Why do climates vary? This is a very simple question, general question. When we think of climate, the first thing that comes in our mind is temperature. Is the place is hot or cold? Why do temperature vary? It can be best understood once we know how we receive heat from the sun. It is cool in the morning. As the day progresses, the weather gets hotter. Is not it? It is hottest by noontime. Then the day starts getting cool once again, and at night the weather is cool. In the morning, the sun's rays are slanting and spread over a large area. The same is the position in the evening. The spread of sun's rays over a large area leads to low temperature. This is the reason why in morning and in evening time temperature is low, because the sun's rays are slanting that time. At noon, the sun is directly over our head. The rays of the sun fall over a small area. The temperatures at noon time are therefore higher. It may also be noted that the shadows are longer during the morning and evening hours because the sun rays are slanting, and it makes our shadows longer. And when you observe your shadows at noon time, you will see that shadows are smaller because that time sun is directly over our head. Okay, now we'll see why the temperature of a region depends on its distance from the equator. The sun's rays fall directly over the regions that are nearest to the equator. They cover a small area. As such, regions near the equator are hotter. The position is different at places near the poles. The rays of the sun are spread over a much large area because here the sun rays fall slanting. So places near the poles are relatively colder. The areas between the poles and the Arctic and Antarctic circles are very cold. These regions are known as frigid zones. Frigid means very cold. In contrast, the area between the equator and the tropics are very hot. These are known as torrid zone. Torrid means very hot and dry. From 23 half degree north to 23 half degree south, the region gets maximum heat. It is known as the torrid zone. Torrid means very hot and dry. In between the torrid and the frigid zones lies the area that are temperate zone. This zone is neither very hot nor very cold. So, what conclusion we get here? We have seen that whether a region has a hot temperature or cold climate depends upon its distance from the equator. Okay. Now we'll see how temperature depends upon the altitude of place. Bengaluru is cooler than Chennai, but these two places are nearly equidistant from the equator. The difference lies in their height above sea level, that is altitude. Chennai is situated at sea level, while Bengaluru is about 550 meters above sea level. The air above the surface of Earth works like layers of blankets. The more the layers, the hotter it would be at a particular place. It is if a place is situated at a high altitude, there are fewer layers and hence the place is cooler. It is very cold at the high mountain peaks, and the rivers of ice, that is glaciers, slowly move down the mountain slopes. As ice comes down to lower heights where temperatures are higher, it melts, forming rivers. For example, River Ganga originates from the glacier Gangotri. When it is summertime in the plains, people move to hill station to spend their vacations to escape the heat. Firozpur in Punjab and Simla in Himachal Pradesh may have nearly same latitude. Simla 2000 to 2430 meters above the sea level rarely has temperatures exceeding 25 degrees Celsius, but on the other hand, this Firozpur is very hot during the summer season. For every 165 meters above the sea level, the temperature drops by 1 degree Celsius. Now, in rule 2, what we get here, we learned that climate varies with altitude or the height above sea level. Okay. Now we will see our rule 3, how temperature depends upon distance from the sea. Patna in Bihar is further from equator as compared to Kolkata in West Bengal. And yet Patna is hotter than Kolkata. Why? The difference arises because Kolkata is situated near sea. During daytime, we all know that during daytime the land gets heated more quickly than water. Is not it? The air over land surface becomes lighter and rises up, creating a low pressure zone. Breezes from the neighboring sea blow to fill up the low pressure zone on the coast. The moist sea breezes moderate the heat over the land surface, and the reverse happens at night. The movement of breezes from the sea during day and from land to sea during night makes the temperature moderate on the seashores. And on the other hand, places far off from the sea have extreme climates. Because of this reason, Patna is very hot during summers and cold during winters. The seaports are neither very hot during summer nor very cold during winters. So in rule 3, we learned that distance from sea makes climate moderate or extreme. Like if a place is near sea, if the place is near seashore, that means the climate will be moderate there. And if the place is far off from the sea, that means the climate will be extreme at that place. Okay. Next, direction of the winds. If the place or region gets wind from a hot place, like if a place is nearby desert, it will become hot. If it receives wind from a cold place, it will become cold. Like if any place receives wind from sea, if the place is nearby seashore, that means the climate will be cold. Or if the place is nearby hilly areas, the climate will be cold. Next, humidity. Humidity is related to the amount of moisture in the air. It depends on the distance of the place from any large water body like a lake or a river or a sea. It also depends on the wind direction. A place close to any large water body will have more moisture in the air, hence the climate will be humid. Wind carrying more moisture for any region will make the place humid. Places getting rains in monsoon season are humid in that season. So here humidity, it depends upon the location of area nearby water bodies. Next factor that influence weather and climate is rainfall. How much a place receives rainfall also affects its climate. Some places gets rainfall almost all round the year, and others may not get any rainfall at all. In both the cases, climates are going to be different. The places which receives more rainfall, obviously there will be, the climate will be cold and humid, and the place which not receive rainfall or receive very less rainfall, the climate will be dry and hot there. Climate of a place is determined by some of the regions working together or one of the region which make other regions to come together to decide its climate. It is always interesting to look for the regions which have determined the climate of a particular place or region. So this is all about this chapter. Why do climates vary? In our next chapters, we will discuss about the lifestyles in different climatic conditions, like how people live in Greenland, in Saudi Arabia, in United States of America, etc.